Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Gridiron Gals podcast. I'm Reeta, the NFL chick,
And hey, everybody, it's Chels, aka Chelsea's right.
and we are back for I don't know what season this is. We've been doing this for a lot of seasons,
11.
Chels. I don't know.
It is
11
11.
seasons. 11, season 11 of the Gridiron Gals podcast. I'm sure you guys missed us. We missed you too. So a lot of things happened, that since we've been gone. We had free agency things. All of these things happened. Rasheed Rice been locked up about 5 times. A lot of stuff has been going on. But real quick recap of the NFL draft because we late as hell, but y'all love us. First of all, 6 quarterbacks, Chels, taken in the first round. Insane. Insane.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember that happening in the top 15. I just don't ever remember that happening in my recent memory. And then, of course, Michael Penix Jr. being the shocker of them all, going to Atlanta at 8 after they gave Kirk Cousins all that money, which includes 2 years fully guaranteed. So, what was your thoughts when they did that?
I have no idea what Atlanta is doing. Like we everybody knows how we feel about Michael Penix Jr., but you just unloaded the back of the truck for Kirk Cousins, and y'all didn't tell him that this was happening, so he's caught off guard, and now y'all want him to. I mean, I don't know, and I guess they want Penix to maybe sit behind him for a year or two, but we know that he ain't as young as most guys coming out of college. So what y'all gonna wait till he's 28?
Little old. He will be 20. We make jokes about that. He will be 24 years old actually this month. So
Okay,
by the time Kirk Cousins is 2 years, let's say he does play 2 years, Kirk
2 2 years.
Cousins, he'll be 26 years old, Michael Penix Jr. So maybe Kirk Cousins isn't 100%, and that's what happened here because we know he had an Achilles injury last year. That's the only thing I can come up with why they felt the need to do that at 8. Only thing.
Yeah, that's yeah, and I mean maybe it's just like also kind of like insurance, but it really is a slap in the face to your new starter. It I mean literally he ain't even it ain't been one snap, and they are like, FYI, we got your replacement here. No stress. So I
I
mean
mean, it ain't no
I don't
stress
know what
because
they gonna
look,
do.
it's a win-win for Kirk Cousins either way, as far as I'm concerned, because he's gonna get paid for 2 years
Oh
regardless.
yeah,
Okay, over a
yeah.
$100 million. So if he doesn't play, okay, he got paid. So sounds like paid vacation time to me. I mean, sign me up for that shit if that's what's gonna be the case. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So,
yeah.
he wins. And now, obviously, if he's a competitor, that's going to be problematic for him. But listen, if I ain't 100% yet, let the young boy do whatever he want to do. If you want to start him, let him do whatever he want to do. I'm going to get my 2 years, and then I'm going to go somewhere else and fleece somebody else. So,
Because that's all he been doing in the NFL anyway is fleecing everybody. He is the finesse god.
exactly.
He is the
Exactly.
finesse god. Show me your ways, Kirk Cousins. Show me
I
your
swear.
ways.
Please. I want to be like you when I grow up.
Hmm.
Of course, we know Caleb Williams went number 1 to the Bears, and
No shot.
Rome Aduze went to because they had 2 first round picks, one Panthers, which got your boy from Alabama last year. So they had 2 first round picks. Are going to be fun to watch, competitive, and I'm looking forward to seeing because they got weapons. They got Keenan Allen. They, got some other guys. And so I think that this is going to be an interesting team in the NFC North. Overall, 22 offensive players in the first round including a lot of offensive linemen, which is something that everybody needed, it seems, in this draft. So very interesting how the draft went. Any quick thoughts about your team, Chels?
The Cowboys don't really do nothing sexy during the draft. Lord child. Well, I'm still at work, y'all. The Cowboys really don't do anything sexy during the draft, but we had lineman needs on both sides, and that's what we did, and that's what we do. So I mean, um, that's really all. I mean, every year people are like, oh, y'all want us to make a big splash. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about other Cowboys fans, but we are always very conservative when it comes to this draft. And yet and still we always draft very well. So, I give us about a B, maybe a B minus. Still need a running back.
Yeah.
Still need a running back.
Zeke ain't enough, huh, friend?
Zeke is not enough.
Zeke ain't enough. Huh?
Zeke, I think we have seen the running back by committee. I've seen enough. I've seen
Okay.
enough.
I
Let's
feel,
move on.
I feel that.
Let's move on.
I feel that. Same, I give the Ravens a B. I think that they did fine. I love, so the offensive lineman picks that they had were great. I loved um, getting Devontae Walker, who, if you don't know his story, please find the time to Google it. Essentially, the NCAA tried to screw him over a year of eligibility, trying to say that he played for North Carolina
Mhm.
um, State University, and he never played it down due to COVID. So it was a big story where Mac Brown and UNC and essentially everybody at one point was sending the NCAA letters about the kids, trying to get him reinstated because he did not play for the first 4 games, but he was able to play for the next 8. And then he became Drake May's best offensive weapon in that time. So I'm excited, hopefully, to see how that goes. But I need to know this, Chels. Who are you putting your money on? If DraftKings gives you $100 or FanDuel or whoever gives you $100, who are you betting on? Are you betting on a top 10 offensive lineman, or are you betting on a black mother intercepting the girlfriend on draft day?
Always bet on black women. Always. I don't care
So you
what.
betting on black?
Always. Always. I don't care what it's up against. Put anything up against a black woman, and I'm always going for the black woman. But you put that black woman on that line, you can do running back by committee. You can put a middle school running back in there. They all getting over. They all picking up yards. Cause baby, when that arm go out, you already know. That look, Reeta, that's that arm that was protecting you. We ain't had no seatbelt. What you have?
Yup, you had an arm.
And did you die?
So you know it's strong.
And did you die?
No, and you
Nope.
know that arm's strong. No,
That arm is strong. That arm is strong.
that arm is
That
strong.
arm, that arm
Built for
already
tough,
been
baby.
protecting and saving lives.
That arm built for tough, shorty. So I am also putting my money on the black mother. Okay, also put my money on mama because they don't be playing. Okay, they said you here for a good time, not a long time. Don't be in my son's shot, because we all remember the Russell Wilson video picture of him and his white girlfriend at the time. He was Sierra with 4 kids now. So
Hey,
y'all not here long. These black mamas gotta protect these babies. I ain't mad.
right. And they said this is his time, and you're not gonna be sitting up here sitting in betwixt his legs with all my church family looking at this thing. And you up here in this little skimpy dress, and the church folks, the whole Deaconess and Deacon board is looking at this draft, looking at my baby, and here you go. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm betting on them every single time. I'm betting on them every single
Bet on
time.
black, baby. Bet on
Always.
black. All right. Well, the NFL schedule finally dropped, Chels. Your Cowboys got 6 primetime games, but really we know it's more than that. It's because you got the quasi primetime games, which is it 6 or 7? I might have made that up. It might be 7.
We got 6. It's 6. I
Okay.
count it. It's 6.
Okay, but you got the quasi game of the week, which be like the 425 games, and it only is 2 other games on. So everybody's watching Cowboys games. So essentially, y'all on prime time. Essentially, every week, maybe 3 weeks out the year, y'all on at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. So we start off with Ravens at Chiefs. I think I predicted this when they lost the AFC Championship game. This was going to be the first week. So I'm not really surprised. I believe your Cowboys play the Browns.
Yeah, we play the Browns.
The game of the week. Game of the week. So it's interesting because week 1, you got the game. The Eagles are going to Brazil week 1. And you got the Cowboys and the Browns, which should be good. I don't know if Deshaun Watson is going to play or not, friend, but hopefully he does. So then that way Joe Flacco ain't there no more. So we need, they got Jameis though. I forgot. They do have.
They got Jameis Winston.
Forgot about that.
They got the
Forgot about Jameis. So yeah. So you got Jameis really is funny. Like, no, he's really hilarious, dog.
No, he
like,
really is.
The funniest. Do you think that he knows that he's funny?
I really don't know. I think that is just his personality. I think that is just how he is. And I think he's one of those people that is just unintentionally funny. Like, he's not even telling jokes, but we kind of laughing with and at him at the same time. Like, he just like goofy country boy. I don't know. But I be laughing all the time.
We get, what else game we get in the first week? Rams at Lions. That should be interesting as well.
That should be very interesting. Yep.
That should absolutely be interesting. So I'm looking forward to that. The Jets have 6 primetime games.
Oh.
And they said that the NFL
in love with Aaron Rodgers?
They said that the Jets owe them one. But who is to say that Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna do it again and not playing? I'm confused. Y'all act like Aaron Rodgers is 30 years old.
I'm trying to remember I'm trying to think about where the nostalgia is coming from. We did the year before. We haven't seen the Aaron Rodgers that deserves 6 primetime games in like 2 full seasons now. Like, I just cannot believe. I want people to let go of it. Let him go. It's over. Right now, he is a conspiracy theorist. He is a white hotep. He is, anti-establishment. He is all of the things that y'all really thought Colin Kaepernick was. And y'all got these other dudes out here making Colin Kaepernick look like a priest. I'm like, when are y'all gonna be over him?
How about it? Okay. Yeah, I am over Aaron Rodgers, and I'm over the league feeling like they need to get payback out last year. Dog, injuries happen all the time, especially for older players. I don't even understand why we're here. And the Jets ain't changed their field. The grass is still that shit that they play on. So of him playing and getting hurt is still there. So whatever, we ain't got Zach Wilson to pick on no more. He ain't even there no more. So good luck, everybody. That's all I know. And when it comes to that, they got 2 Christmas games this year. Both will be on Netflix, which, first of all, let's have a conversation.
We can.
there are 5 streaming services that you're going to need in order to watch football this year, which includes Netflix, Amazon Prime, I think Peacock. I am fucking tired of the NFL trying to. You are a multi-billion dollar industry. What more money do you fucking need? Put the game on CBS. Put the game on ABC. Put the game on NBC. This is the epitome of greed. It's disgusting that you're trying to make people buy these services so they can watch your product.
All of these
I'm
people are
disgusted.
in bed together. Like all of these people are in bed together. NFL Network has an app. Put the games on your app and let that be one streaming service and let people do that. Now you need Netflix, Prime, Peacock, all of this stuff. And like people are saying, we
YouTube
might as well have
TV.
cable again. YouTube TV, right? Which YouTube TV is different, but at the same time, it's different because it's a actual almost like a cable or online cable network. However, within YouTube TV, now you got to subscribe to all of these little bitty things. So now you got to get the NFL package
Yep.
and NFL this, and you got to get this to all of the add-ons and blah blah blah. So my little YouTube TV, where I thought was like $70, now I'm up in the hundreds, which is what I was paying for cable. And I'm just like, and I think
Right.
we're all past the point where we're like, oh, I'm saving money. We're not saving money. We're not saving money.
We're
I got
not
a
saving
billion
money.
streaming
We're not
apps.
saving money. These bundles don't save money. You still got to pay for the internet Wi-Fi, so you're not saving money. And at the end of the day, you're not saving money. And I'm really annoyed by this shit because it should not be hard for people to watch football. It should not. It should be easily accessible. It should not be something that only certain people can watch. Everybody doesn't have Netflix. Everybody doesn't have Wi-Fi or whatever. So I'm trying to understand why we have to go through this. And this shit really irritates me. And I would love to say this is gonna blow up in their face, but it's not. And so it is. And we just have to, deal with the greed that continues with the NFL. Okay, sorry about my rant. You got two
Yeah,
games,
but
Chiefs, Steelers. Go ahead.
oh, before you move on, I wanted to say something about the people that it alienated. It alienates the people, like you said, that don't have access to quality Wi-Fi and maybe cannot afford
Yup.
those streaming apps. And it also alienates the older people that are still watching football. Like my dad,
Yep.
who's like, "Hey, how do I log in?" And all of these apps are too much to him. He had the NFL Network when it was DirecTV. He just want to turn the TV on. Now he got to go in this room because this room got this on it. He got to watch this game on this channel and blah 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 blah. And every Sunday I'm telling him the same thing on how to log in. So now we got to log into Netflix. And MLB is doing it too, but they just not doing it as much as the NFL is.
Right, exactly. It's just ridiculous and
Mm-hmm.
it's annoying. And I'm just kind of over it. So 2 games, Chiefs at Steelers, Ravens at Texans. Those are the 2 Christmas games that you're going to get. All of those teams I assume are playing on Saturday, the Saturday before. So the network it's kind of a third game. Where it's 4 days instead. So Ravens are playing 3 games within 10 days during that span, by the way. So when you talk about player safety, it's literally just for show. It definitely is not for real. I just want to point that out.
Say added the extra game, we already knew. You know. So once they added that extra game, come on. Y'all already know. Y'all don't care about nobody
Let
safety.
NBA have their Christmas. Let the NBA have their Christmas.
Oh,
God damn, why you
listen,
can't let them like come on.
they such bullies. They such bullies. That was the thing. NBA Christmas NBA was always that thing, and now it's just like, except for in my household, because my brother don't care about none of that. He is watching the NBA on Christmas. As long as the Eagles ain't playing, he don't care. He do not care. But yeah, I mean, they just some bullies. They just some bullies.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
definitely annoyed. Definitely annoyed. All right, what games are you looking forward to? It could be your own games or like some games that you saw on the schedule. Curious to know, what games that you're looking forward to seeing.
So I didn't look at everybody's schedule. I've been just studying my own schedule, the Cowboys' own schedule, because I'm trying to figure out if I want to let them embarrass me in person or not. I am looking forward to Ravens Chiefs. I want some redemption for our boy. I'm looking forward to Ravens Chiefs. Um, I'm looking forward to Ravens Cowboys, even though we probably gonna both be sick that week, even thinking about it. And I would like to go to that game, but I would have to, child. I'm looking at that and the work trips, and I'm like, ooh. Um,
Can you make it work? Yeah.
I don't know if I can make I would have to fly from one city to the next. And then the New Orleans game, which is week 2, is actually in Dallas, and I'll be in New Orleans. And I was like, of course it's not here when I'm there. I looked at those. The rest of them on the schedule, I really didn't look at it. And the Texans game. I'm looking at that one, but the Texans game is actually in.
Y'all play the Texans this year?
Yeah, we play the Texans this year. Hold, please. Let me put on my glasses and see where we play them at. Hold, people. Let me see. Got it right here. We are playing the Texans at home on November 18th. So that one is a bit intriguing.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind seeing CJ Stroud in
There's a
person.
lot of Oh, that'd be dope. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that would absolutely be dope to do. There's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of matchups. It seems like playoff matchups this year. So I'm interested in that. The Bucks play the Lions again in the regular season. The Chiefs go to San Francisco this year. Chiefs at Bills is a rematch. Ravens at Texans on Christmas Day is a rematch. And
Uh-huh.
then Lions at 49ers, NFC champion is a rematch. So there's a lot of rematches from the playoffs in the regular season that I'm really interested in. I'm like, I'm just curious to see if the tables are going to turn, and obviously it doesn't have any effect on what happened last season, because last season is over. But you just want to see, is there some redemption games, or does like they still fall short to the teams that they do. Ravens play the Bills as well. That's another game, even though that's not a playoff game, but it was a potential playoff game. So I'm interested in that. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of rematches from the playoffs that I'm definitely interested in seeing, and I think it's going to be fun. So are you already kind of mentioned like what games you want to go to? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. As I'm looking at it, y'all know I had to make the screen big, so I couldn't put my glasses on again. We play the Lions on October 13th. That one is
Okay.
a home game as well. I mean,
Oh,
that should be a good matchup. That should be a good matchup.
that should be good. And so remember the Lions game. Remember last year, the Cowboys Lions game when
Yeah.
they had the offensive lineman scored a touchdown, and there was some controversy around that, and it was a whole
Uh-huh.
thing. So I'm interested to see, because that was actually a really good game last year. So that would be a good game.
Yeah,
Any
if your
any
team
games
wasn't
that you are
playing.
going to right? Well, this is true. Any games you trying to make?
Honestly, I really think I would be trying. I really want to go to the Ravens one. But I really think I would be playing myself trying to do all of that. But the Lions and the Texans game is the in Dallas games that I'm looking at going to. The Lions also, I mean the Lions. I'm sorry, the Cowboys also play Atlanta in Atlanta. Um, on the
Hmm.
3rd of November. So yeah. So we'll see. Atlanta's home.
That's
So
probably that's probably doable for
mhm.
sure for you. Um,
Yeah.
I'm going to Kansas City. I am going to go to Kansas City. It's going to be my son's birthday gift to him because his birthday is that weekend. So I'm taking him to Kansas City so we can see the Chiefs. So that and that one is set in stone. I wanted to go to Houston. I was planning to go to Houston, and then I saw that it was on Christmas, and I backed off because I was kind of like, well, I did last year already. I went to San Francisco for Christmas. Not really sure if I want to do that again. My parents, however, are booked. They said they going to Houston. Okay, they said that they ain't got nothing else going on, and that they gonna go ahead and spend their Christmas at the football game. So I ain't even mad at them for real.
I
Um,
mean, them people said ain't nobody opening up no presents around here. ain't no
hey,
babies. She said we ain't got no
they
babies over here opening up no gifts. Santa is not coming to
hey,
this
and I
house.
love that for them.
Yes.
Love that for them. Okay. Thinking about, I'd love to go to LA to see the Ravens play the Chargers because, as you know, the Jim Harbaugh is the Chargers head coach. So
Hmm.
we'd love to see, the Harbaughs kind of go at it a little bit. But essentially, I think this is the sit my ass down year that I have
Okay.
for football going away because the Houston game took it out of me. The Cowboys game would have been cool, but it's literally 2 weeks after the Chiefs game. I just don't know if I can do that in such a quick turnaround. So, if anybody wants to sponsor us, though, please do. I mean,
Hey, accepting
at
donations. We
at
are accepting
what is it? At
donations.
Chels is right or at NFL Chick or Cash App. We accept all donations. Thank you so much. So we appreciate that. But I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes. All right, volcano time, friend. As if we put somebody in the volcano or put somebodies in the volcano. I'm curious to know who you'd like to have in our first volcano of the season.
So there are so many people who deserve this volcano. My nerves have been
So
plucked
many.
thoroughly since February. I mean, absolutely plucked. So I am putting, and I think this person has been in the volcano before. I'm putting Pat McAfee back in the volcano. I think he must have jumped out. There must be a breach in the system.
Oh,
Okay.
oh God, what happened?
So there's some context. I'm going to give you the context first. During the women's in March Madness, the women's national championship game between Iowa and South Carolina, everybody was riding for Caitlin Clark, riding, completely, not completely, but disregarding that Dawn Staley and all of these other people were on the other side of Dawn Staley's team. That's all you need to say, right? On the other side of the ball, and we saw everybody watch the game. Whole goddamn world's watching the game, right? And they were losing by 10. South Carolina was losing. Caitlin Clark was shooting threes out the butt, and I was panicking. But Dawn Staley ain't even called no timeout. I said, well, maybe sis knows something I don't know, right? And so Pat McAfee is tweeting, Caitlin Clark is dead, Caitlin Clark, and then something happened, Rita. I'm not sure. I think the something is called Raven Johnson, and she
Mm.
put the clamps. She put the clamps down, and then we saw
Redemption
South Carolina
tour.
started to. Yeah, we saw because she waved her off last year, right? And hey, that's hey, girlfriend said, and then the game was what tied at the half, and then all of a sudden Pat McAfee wasn't tweeting about it at all, about the game at all. Maybe he
Mm.
found something else to
Mm.
watch. So then,
Mm.
fast forward a couple of days ago, the one of the issues that people have done with Caitlin Clark, and which is unfair to her, is that they have built her up to be infallible, and now that they see that she's on a professional level up against professional women who have been playing for years, and she's looking like a rookie, now they're talking about her as if she doesn't have any room to be a rookie, which is crazy. Like she's a rookie. So he's talking about, oh, they had someone there is the fifth leading scorer. And oh, they like he is so shocked that these professional women can play basketball. Would you be shocked if someone made it to the NBA? He's clutching his imaginary pearls. He also, you work for a
Mm-hmm.
sports network and you can't even say these people's names. You can't even name the people who are this and name the people who are guarding and name this. And I was just like, y'all are just listen, y'all just be bandman, y'all riding for her, y'all making things worse for her because now in her debut, when she scored 20 points, only thing people talking about is 10 turnovers. He has to go in the
Mm-hmm.
volcano just because he is like a frat boy fanboy. And I think he should go in there just because I feel like he's a lot of the reason why we can't get rid of Aaron Rodgers. So Pat McAfee, I'm going to hire an engineer to make sure that the volcano remains secure, and you need to go in there and stay.
Keeping Patty in the volcano. The thing that I think the emergence of women's basketball is one of the best things ever, and then also one of the worst things ever, because it's great that you're finally seeing that these women are talented and they can play at a high level. But it's also bad that, number one, you have the Pat McAfees of the world, and then two, you have people that, because they know basketball, they think they can just talk about women's basketball, and it doesn't work that way, especially if you haven't been watching these women for years. Just because you know just the gist of basketball doesn't mean you know what's going on in the WNBA. And so it's crazy. And also, Chels, too, there's a lot of gatekeeping in the WNBA within the media community, and that's messy within itself. So I'm just curious to see how all of this is going to continue to grow, because it will. But in all of the goodness of it, we're going to see people like Pat McAfee's come out and be surprised that women actually know how to play basketball. Like, where the fuck have you been, sir? This league has been 2 decades in. You late to the fucking party.
It's like 28 years or something like that. Come on. Like, and so shocked. And then
Like,
I'm just like,
grow up.
well, yeah, yeah. He's very annoying to me. He's very annoying, and that was a very annoying
Very.
dialogue that he had. Instead of just being honest about what you see, Caitlin Clark played a good game for a rookie, but she surely found out exactly what all of y'all attacked Diana Taurasi, of all people, the White
Exactly.
Mamba. Y'all attacked her when she said the very same thing and called her a hater, and she all this being mean and she bullying, and she was right. And they took what she said out of context anyway, but she was right. Like, it is very different. We say the same thing when folks be trying to say, "Oh, this college team could play." Remember when I think it was like the Dolphins were so bad at one time, and they was like, "Oh, a SEC team can beat the Dolphins." I was like, "Please stop before you get somebody killed."
Yeah.
Those are professional
Stop it.
men.
Okay.
Cut it
These
out.
get these dudes get paid for a living, a lot of money too. So what they not going to
And
do
they
is let them
fast
little
and
boys
big
come
and
and take their
strong. So
cookies.
stop it.
Exactly. Exactly. Never gonna happen. They not gonna let no little kids come and take their cookies ever. Period. So there's that. Um, I am putting. I told you one thing, but I changed my mind mid podcast. So I've decided that I am going to put Harrison Butker in the volcano. Um, Harrison Butker, the kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs, is a fucking clown. He's a fucking idiot. He went and spoke at somebody's commencement. You would think that it was a commencement, it was an all male school. It was a co ed school, but he spoke about, it was about as misogynistic as it could possibly be, talking about men being emasculated, or keeping your masculinity, and basically telling women they need to be proud to be wives and mothers and all of these things. And then come to find out, like, his mother is like a chemist or something at Emory University. It ain't even like his mama is a stay-at-home wife and mother. The lady got a job, a real career, and then you're out here telling these people this. So I don't know how true this is, and because TikTok does this, but like since he's put that video out, there's been allegations of things that he's done in college and, with other men and all these things. And again, I don't know how true this is. However, what I will say is that people that usually speak like that are projecting about something that they're currently dealing with or their past. So Harrison Bucker can eat a bag of dicks. Maybe he might like it. Allegedly. So I don't know. But at the end of the day, what you need to do is mind your motherfucking business. And you need to worry about kicking field goals because you ain't that fucking good at it, brother. Okay?
Accept your damn award and shut the fuck up. What are you doing? Women need to lean into their vocation of being a wife and mother. And if it wasn't for my wife leaning into her vocation, I wouldn't be here. It sounds like you got a slave at home. And it sounds
That's what
like
it sounds like to me.
you resent your mother. Because your mother's a physicist. Okay. So your mother
Yup.
she real smart. She real smart. She is out there working. She probably worked strange hours. She probably worked on various projects and stuff like that. There's something that caused you to resent your mother, and you gonna make all of us pay for that. I don't think so. Get in that volcano.
Yep. 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 You
Mm-mm.
really tried it. That's the problem that you need to talk to your therapist with. Not kids at a commencement ceremony, okay? That's the fucking problem that I have with it. Like, go talk to the lady or the man or whoever you need to talk to about your mama. But what you don't need to do is put your projections on these kids who are trying to make a living. Do you know how much groceries cost? These ladies ain't trying to be in no fucking kitchen. The goddamn kitchen costs $10,000 and the groceries cost $300. I ain't trying to be in no fucking
So
kitchen either. I need to fucking get paid.
eggs cost $77.99. And he out here leaning into your vocation. Lean
Hey,
into
friend.
you. You lean into my fist. Are you crazy?
Lean into
Like,
these
oh.
nuts. Seriously. Are you fucking kidding me? I
You
am
sound like
very
Boston.
annoyed by all these people. Like, for real, shut the fuck up, dog. You absolutely need to be worried about kicking field goals. And what you need to be worried about is healing and not sending messages to kids that's out here trying to make a living, that's trying to make wages to survive in this world. Please go to hell. Okay?
Yep.
Anyway, do you have any final thoughts, friend?
I do have a final thought, and it is a statement. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, there was a conversation on Twitter, or someone brought it up. I don't know if it trickled down from a podcast or what. You know how stuff does, but the statement was made that you could put 30 NBA players in the NFL and they could play football. And or it was something like, could you take 30 NFL players and put them in the NBA? Would they be able to play? Or vice versa, could you take 30 NBA players and put them in the NFL? And I just want to say this. I want y'all to stop underestimating what a football player is and what they can do and the type of athleticism that is needed. Not the skill, the athleticism. The best player in the NBA would not make it through NFL training camp. The Oklahoma drill would send you home to your mother. What are y'all seeing out here? What are y'all doing? We see Anthony Davis, we see a leaf blow past him, and now his knee is injured. And you want to put him in the NFL? He ain't going to last through the national anthem. What are y'all seeing? We seen Cam Newton beat 3 regular athletic dudes, regular street athletic flag football dudes. We seen him handle them in his hat. He ain't lose the feather in his hat or the hat. Y'all still playing with these people. Y'all stop talking about it. Like, stop talking about it. It's over. It's like that conversation of the moose. Can you fight a moose? Or can a man fight a gorilla? Cut it out. Cut it out. It's just two different sports. It's two different levels of athleticism, two different, we ain't talking about skill, athleticism. They have endured a way different type of conditioning over a long, 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 long period of time, which is the reason why the seasons are so short. They can't play 80 games. The fact that you can play 80 games tells me you can't be in the NFL. So my final thought is everybody shut up with that conversation. Shut it up.
I am I am in agreement with you. There's a lot of mental toughness that comes with like aside from the athleticism, like there's a lot of intangibles that you gotta have, and
Yeah.
NBA players don't have it. So I want us to start having this conversation. Okay, let it go. Okay, just let it go. And I want Austin Rivers and Jonathan Jones to just stop. We don't
Oh,
need
is that
this
where it
shit.
came from? Oh,
Okay,
please.
yes. Well, Austin Rivers started it, and then Jonathan Jones responded, and then Austin Rivers said, "I don't know who you are. You. I looked you up, and your salary, your whole contract was my 1 year. Oh, sir, shut the fuck up. Okay, we don't care about your money. Like, please. Like, this is a conversation about sports. You took it personal. Please grow the
Right,
fuck up. Okay.
right.
So leave us alone." And that's where I stand with that. My final thought is, I am the NFL had for y'all to put the Ravens on Christmas 2 years in a row, and both times away, and then this time with a 4 days rest is really fucking egregious. Really fucking egregious.
It's
I don't
nasty
know what
work.
the Ravens have done. I don't know what the Ravens have done. They don't like giving them primetime games at home. I don't know what the Ravens have done to the NFL for them to get the treatment that they've gotten, but I just wish that they figure it out, because that is extremely unfair to the families of the Ravens, players, coaches, whatever. If you were going to put them on for Christmas, at least do it at home. I just don't understand what have they done to
Right.
make y'all put them on the road 2 years in a row. And I think it's really fucked up. And I don't think it's anything that can be done about it. I just hope that, somebody
Mhm.
got to speak up. Somebody got to say something. Somebody got to speak up. So I'm going to be, if it's gonna be me, even though the NFL probably listen to this podcast, but somebody gonna listen to it. So if it's gotta be me, then it's gonna be me. It's egregious. It's fucked up, and these people have families, and y'all putting them on the road 2 years in a row is really egregiously bad.
You don't
And
even
do
need a
better.
Christmas Day
Okay,
game.
do better.
You don't need a Christmas Day game.
We don't.
You
We
don't need it. You have
don't.
Thanksgiving. You have Thanksgiving. You do not need Christmas. You
You
don't need
don't
it.
need Christmas. You don't need both.
Because it's not, it's
You
no
don't
way to
need
make it
both. So
fair at all, right? It's no way to make it fair. You just don't need to do it. You don't need to do it. And
I
if you do
completely
it, I
agree
mean, they
with you
do it. I
there.
mean, the NBA already does it. But you don't need. We don't need to do it. You don't need to do it Christmas Day. They can take that day off.
Yeah, absolutely. And let them enjoy. It was on the winds. It's literally in the middle of the week. Let these people enjoy their families.
Enjoy
Let
their
these
families.
people enjoy
Yes, you
their
don't need
families.
it. I could see if it was on
Don't
Sunday.
need it.
No, it's not on Sunday. Y'all are just being greedy.
It's greedy. It's very greedy. And it's wrong. Flat out wrong.
Mhm,
So I'm gonna
mhm.
be the one to say it. It is what it is. We want to thank you all for listening back. I mean, it's season 11, Chelsea said. So we
Yeah.
will be back, and we will be, the NFL is just getting underway. We got mini camps coming up. I'm sure Rasheed
Mhm.
Rice will be locked up again by the time we do this, the next one. So we'll have another conversation to talk about there. Uh, so thank you all for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.
Later.